Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, June 8th. The time is 2:45 p.m. and it's a rather muggy 24 degrees Celsius right now. Oh, it certainly feels a bit hotter than that. I'm here in Hendon Park, which is located just to the west of Finch Station here in North York. So I'll be riding through the park and heading out to Yonge Street, and then from there I think I'll head south all the way down to midtown. And that does mean I'll have to face my fears and go up Hoggs Hill, which is just south of York Mills Station. That's always a good test of whether or not I'm in cycling shape. This is my first attempt of that hill this year, but that won't be coming up for quite a while. And as you can tell, it was raining earlier today, and we're supposed to get thunder showers, I think around 4 p.m. or so. So this path here will lead me out of the park. And on this one, I'm trying something a bit new. I have added the max lens mod to my GoPro Hero 9. So what that does is it enables me to use a wider field of view and keep the horizon level. So the horizon should remain perfectly level throughout this ride. So I'm curious to see how that will work out. I can do that without the additional lens, but the problem with that is it gives you a rather zoomed in view. I posted a video on my Johnny Stumbles channel where I went down Yonge Street with that feature enabled. What is this car doing? I think he's turning, but he's not indicating. And this is Yonge Street. And I'm just north of Finch. And that's the North American Center on the right. I used to work in that building back in the mid-2000s. And there's some excellent Korean restaurants just on the south side of this intersection. And as of Friday, they'll be able to open up their patios. So I think everyone's looking forward to that. So this is Kemford Street. I'm going to turn right here and just veer off Yonge for a second. Try to lean into the turn just to see how stable or steady that comes out on the camera. So this should be Beecroft up ahead. That runs parallel to Yonge Street. And that's St. Cyril's School on the right. And the other thing I'm doing a little different on this ride is I have two microphones going. Looks like coming this way may have been ill-advised. This could be a long light. So I've been having trouble recording the audio on some of my walking videos lately. And it's either the microphone that's shot or the phone that I'm using to record with. So what I'm doing on this one is I have a new microphone plugged into the old phone. I'm using the old microphone plugged into my GoPro. So whichever one of those produces bad audio will let me know where the culprit is, or what the culprit is. All right, we got 8 seconds here. Right through the red lights. I'll try to lean into this turn as well. I lean pretty hard, but hopefully that will get picked up on the camera. Since Yonge is more interesting, I'll hop back over to Yonge at this next set of lights. This is Churchill Avenue. So that was a rather pointless detour. But we didn't really miss a whole lot on that stretch of Yonge I skipped. You can see they're making way for patios to go in. That's the Owl of Minerva. That's a good spot to get some pork bone soup. Well, I like this neighborhood, and a lot of the places here, there's a ton of excellent cuisine, particularly Asian. But what I hate is how wide Yonge Street is. I really think there should be just 1 or 2 lanes for traffic. They really ought to turn it into a grand boulevard. It's just too wide to really have a community feel to it. And it's like this north of the 401. I think I've expressed that opinion in prior vehicles when I rode down here. It's usually the first thing that pops in my mind, or into my mind whenever I'm in this area. So this is Parkholme Avenue. That's Empress Walk on the left. That used to have a famous Players movie theater, but when they merged with Cineplex, it turned into a Cineplex. And then the Cineplex that was south at Shepherd Center closed. So let me know your thoughts on this new camera lens setup down in the comments. If you prefer this to how my last few videos were, or if you see no difference, you can be honest. The field of view might be slightly different. There's Mallasman Square on the right. Also, if for some reason this video doesn't work out, my plan B is to go out during the thunderstorm and record a walking video. I'm trying not to get too ahead of videos because on Friday, with everything opening up, I don't think people will want to watch videos from before Friday on Saturday. I like to be somewhat current with what I do. I guess orange cones dotting the streets of our major roads, or dotting the streets of our major roads. Nice verbiage there, Johnny. Are going to be a thing throughout this summer. I think this GO bus in front of me will be stopping at Yonge Mill Station. It's trying to turn left in the middle of an intersection. Although, what choice did it really have? I'll take advantage of my narrow handlebars and just stick to the right. Things can get a bit dicey just south of here if you are on a bike, as you have an on-ramp to Highway 401 to contend with. And I just got pelted with a few late raindrops. Here is Shepherd Avenue. I've also ordered an electric bell that is also a headlight. But that'll be coming in from AliExpress from China. So it could be about a month or so until that arrives. Thank you, Vivian, for that purchase. She had super chatted me the other night with the note to buy one of those electric bells. This thing is fine for pedestrians and stuff on the bike paths, but it does nothing against cars. So I'll probably have both bells up here on the handlebars. And that GO bus is right behind me. Stand corrected, and I also don't think that GO bus is going down to Yonge Mill Station. Maybe it might be jumping on the 401. I'm not really sure. There it goes. So that's Avondale on the left. I did a walk through there not too long ago. And here's where cars will be trying to merge right onto the 401. So this is kind of good timing here that I'm getting this red light. I'll signal over into this lane. And this is Highway 401 coming up ahead here. there's a pretty good downhill drop coming up. For the most part, heading south towards the lake, you're going downhill. There are a few climbs. So it just mirrors that Toyota Matrix going awfully slow. And there's a city-run golf course just on the right. That was the last course I played at. That was a few years ago. It's definitely raining kind of lightly now. Hopefully the camera lens is staying clear. And that off in the distance, heading up through Hoggs Hollow, is the dreaded hill I'm not looking forward to climbing. If I had gears or a motor, it really wouldn't be an issue at all. Although sometimes you see cyclists on just about any kind of bike pushing it up the hill. I'm gonna give it a go. Hopefully I don't end up taking a walk of shame here. So that's York Mills Station at this intersection. Wilson Avenue on the right, York Mills on the left. And the Hoggs Hollow neighborhood is just to the east of here. And I was reading that there's a rather beautiful old heritage property that just got demolished illegally earlier this week. And there's a pretty big uproar about it. And I think the people who ordered the demolition probably factored in the cost of their impending fines and figured it's going to be worth it anyways. I think if you do something like that to a protected property, you should be forced to rebuild it brick for brick exactly the way it was. Also, the demolition contractor should be found liable for, whoa, that car was a bit close, for not doing their homework. Because ultimately, they're the ones who brought it down. All right, let's give this damn hill a go. Definitely gonna end up standing at some point. This is my first time really testing myself on anything like this year. I did a Poplar Plains hill climb last year, but well, that one is tough. It's a lot shorter, so you have that light at the end of the tunnel feeling, whereas this one, at least from my vantage point, just looks like it's never ending. And I'm standing. My legs will not be pleased with me. "10 minutes to Eglinton." Whew. On this note, in addition to an e-scooter, which I'm not even sure could make it up this climb, I have an e-bike on order. And that should be able to make this no problem. But it won't be shipping till July. It's a pre-order. Also doesn't help that I haven't put air in my tires in a few weeks. That was stupid. If I go back and rewatch the videos I've posted climbing up this, I'm sure I did it much quicker before. Much needed red light. Whew. I usually start to feel good a few minutes after a climb like that. And this is the Young Lawrence Village. It'll be good to see this area teeming with life come the weekend. I have some reservations in for Saturday evening. For Friday evening, I'm probably going to go out and film a video and maybe do a live stream. So coming up will be Lawrence subway station. So that'll be, we started near Finch, then went past North York and Shepherd and York Mills. And now Lawrence coming up. And then I will end this short of Eglinton. Pretty sure you're not supposed to turn left like that. So to get to where I started, I rode my bike to York Mill Station, but for some reason it didn't occur to me to record that. I could have made a short video out of that and put it up on my other channel. And then I hopped on the subway up to Finch with my bike. And here we go, Lawrence Avenue. One little climb awaits. And it is 3:10. When did I start this? 2:45? See if I can get this video to be at least 30 minutes. Chatsworth. So just to the right is the Chatsworth Ravine. And on the left is the Lawrence Park neighborhood, and just south of that is Sherwood Park. And here is Glengrove Avenue. And now we're in my hood, Yonge and Eglinton. Pretty much. That guy in front of me has to be sweating pretty good, wearing full-length pants and a relatively thick shirt. When I checked my apartment, or the hygrometer, it said the humidity level was 80%. I don't think I've ever seen it that high. All right, I guess we're over 30 minutes. I can head off of Yonge Street in a minute. So again, let me know if you like this different camera setup or if you couldn't tell a difference. Again, the horizon level should be perfect throughout the whole ride. That was the whole point of buying this camera lens. And it should also apply to my cycling live streams, which I'm a little excited about. I've been working on improving those. So here is Montgomery Avenue. I'll go one street south of here. It's here right away.
No, that's on wheels.
All right, better safe than sorry. As soon as she saw me signal my turn, she let up. Guess you can't trust everyone on two wheels in this city. And on that note, I'd like to thank you for watching. I have a link to a Patreon account that is owned by me in the description if you wish to support the channel. You can also check out YouTube channel memberships. And I have an Instagram page, which I have not updated page or account for quite a while. Anywho, thank you for watching, guys, and I shall catch you on the next one.